everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's April 18th. Come up on, well, this day is Holy Thursday if you're Catholic, Easter Sunday this weekend if you're Christian. Hope everybody's safe. This is the most recent message from 5 days ago, uh, sent by Jesus, I believe. Not a real long one, a couple pages or so. So we'll go through this real quick. Plagued and beleaguered by what they don't see. Beleaguered means worn out by or overweighted by, uh, burdened by, plagued and beleaguered by what they don't see, blind as bats can be, ears full of sounds of their own making, of the physical world, all while their souls they are taking, their being, oh, they rather being darkness. All this is going on means they're blind and deaf, blind and dumb, and overburdened, downtrodden, all while their souls, they, darkness, are taking. Piece by piece, they hold sway. Slowly they take you over and control you. Lost and forlorn until the final day. These people will be, most people. No more awake than a barren winter. Can't see a thing when eye has a splinter. Instead, take the splinter out of your own eye. Do you foresee a time full of peace? When grazing about whilst losing thy fleece? Calls you out. Do you foresee a time full of peace? When you're busy grazing about, like we're sheep, you're busy going about living your life, not paying attention to him, while losing your soul. To mark the occasion of my passing, which is tomorrow, Christian standards, to mark the occasion of my passing, my angels shall finish massing, for final numbers far outweigh those of darkness who seek to slay. To mark the occasion of his passing this year, important, his angels shall finish massing for the final battle. For the final numbers far outweigh those of the darkness who seek to slay. All this discord you see and hear about you in the world is meant to fill thy hearts with fear. Again, number one weapon of darkness. For greatest weapon darkness possesses, seeds it well in furthest recesses of one's heart and mind, removing thy sight, leaving you blind. All this discord is meant to instill fear in your hearts, which the greatest weapon darkness has. It plants seeds of fear, doubt, and worry, and disbelief, lack of faith in the deepest parts of your mind without you realizing it. It's how it slowly draws you away and takes you over your heart and mind, therefore removing your sight and leaving you blind without you realizing it. So you've got to pray for discernment each day. Tarry no longer, don't waste any time. Do not delay any longer upon this day. Seek the light, or you shall stay to suffer what's coming. To suffer the destruction of all the earth, clearing the way for its rebirth. You don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Necessary evil plays its part as it did at the start. All part of the plan. All plays out as God foretold. Through the ages all did unfold. To the masses came the word. Each and every end of third. To be Moses in the laws, Jesus, living word, and now at the end. So to the masses came the word each and every end of third. In the stone, commandments, and in the flesh, Jesus, upon the earth, then did mesh. Now in spirit comes once again. Day to be marked through thy pen, speaking to me, through my pen. Doubters shall remain to refute thy rhyme. I don't worry about them. Guided by those who crawled from the slime, darkness, because influenced by them. Don't despair for what unfolds. Weapons of light of heavenly molds shall destroy all they touch. Never the world beheld such weapons from heaven. Claiming souls with each cut. These weapons, these sword of lights that I have, and all the servants of God, and the angels have, and spirits. We shall claim souls with each cut that we instill, that we inflict. Those with breath, whether it be people alive or our eyes wide shut are those who are not alive, are those who have eyes whose hearts open or not open. We shall claim souls with each cut. Tomorrow comes of which I've spoken. The future comes of which he's spoken. Receive the message once are awoken. So, important message coming up. I believe it's going to be Easter, somewhere around then. To share that day, the most important, so I have to share it that particular day. What I receive shall be concordant, in sync with, in agreement with, all the Father spoke before, when you awoke within the core of my creation. So all shall be concordant with that. So it's an important message. And peace unto you, brother mine, with each breath I water to wine. Change the wine more and more. So, good introduction. Prologue of what message is going to be coming any day now. Look for it next 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, I'll have to share it with you that particular day. So that's a pretty clear-cut message. I hope everybody believes it and listen to it with like a heavy message and turn to the Lord and ask for that discernment of darkness, that discernment of God. Give thanks, good and bad. Because when you give thanks, even in bad times, when you're giving, as he says, give thanks for bad times too. When you're giving thanks in bad times, you're struggling. That's like calling out to Jesus and then leaving your front door open so he can arrive and come in and help you. When you don't do that, your back door is open, and darkness starts to set in and manipulate you. So keep that in mind. Peace, Christ, God bless.